Hey, it's Donna again. So, this is the second lesson in the Advanced Beginner 2 series. In the last lesson, we talked about the open E shape. All right, the knowledge of being able to play the C major scale, picking up on the open note. All right, on that degree of the scale. So the second string of the guitar is open A. In this next shape we're talking about, I'm going to talk, it's very, very similar to the E, the chord E shape, all right, except it's A minor. Now, yes, minor scales have a different pattern. In this particular case, it's not necessary for you to go to that. It may just overcomplicate things for you. So let's just talk about what is this I'm playing. Okay, think of your open E that we just did. Now slide all your fingers over one string toward your knee. Okay? All right, so my index finger is on the second string, first fret. My ring and middle finger are side by side on the fourth and third string. Okay, so all right, and what am I going to focus on? The name of the chord is A minor. Okay, so let me talk about the picking up the C major scale, starting with A. A, B. Remember, all I have to remember is that between B and C is half a step. Between E and F is half a step. So A, B, whole step, C, half step, D, E, between E and F is half a step, F, G, A. Okay? So there it is. A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, C, C. All right. So does that sound like do, re, mi, fa? No, because I'm picking up on C, D, E, F, G, A. I'm picking up on the 6th degree of the C major scale. And all I'm remembering is that the difference between E and F is half a step, between B and C is half a step. So A, B, C. Remember, full step is 2 frets, half a step is 1. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So I'm actually more notes because I'm doesn't matter. Just remember that. Okay, so now I'm showing you the shape of A minor. Great chord, by the way. Love A minor. Okay, I love the minor chords, the minor sevenths, the major sevenths, the minor sevenths. Yeah, I love them all. Anyway, so A minor. I want to play B minor, okay? That's A minor, so here's A. Well, where's B? It's right here. It's right here, because we just went over that, right? So now how do I play B minor? Okay, index finger becomes a capo. So now I have a bar chord. That ends, sorry, let me get this camera right, ends on the 5th string. All right, but I still want to make that A minor shape. So instead of using these fingers on the A minor shape, I'm going to have to, again, same as I did on the E major chord, use my middle, ring, and pinky, okay? So, but I'm going to use my index finger as a capo. Unlike the, let me fix this camera. Hope that works. Anyway, you don't need to see my face for this. Unlike the full bar F, G, all that, my index finger has to come over the edge, okay? When you're playing, there's A minor. Now I want to play B minor. Well, I can't get this chair right, this camera right, or something's not right. Okay, yeah. All right. So now I want to go to B minor. All right, well, oh, I didn't know what a B minor was. Yeah, you do. You know A minor, so you know B minor. There's B minor. So what am I doing here with my bar? Still, my thumb now in these types of bar chords where my index finger has to be done capoing on the 5th string. Okay, so I am turning my index finger a little bit on its side, not completely, okay, a little bit, and my thumb is behind now my 1st knuckle. Okay, so instead of here where I'm just kind of, you know, my index finger is a little bit tilted, not flat like that because then it's impossible, but it's a little bit tilted on my E, on my full major chords like E, F, G, all that. But now in the B minor, okay, I really want to tilt my index finger a little bit more, okay? And I want to put my thumb right behind the 1st knuckle of my index finger. And I do not want to play this open E string. Again, I cannot get this camera right. Be gracious with yourself. Be patient with yourself. These take time, okay? There's a B minor. Well, oh, now I'm playing something. I just cannot get this right today. No. All right, so C minor. Okay, so between B and C is how many frets? 1, right? So here's a C minor. C minor. Where's a D minor? Oh, I can just go up to the 5th fret because between C and D is a whole step. Where's E minor? Oh, here's D minor. You see that I can play my D minor here on my 5th fret. Again, I'm not playing this open string, this open 6th string. Okay, I'm starting on my 5th string. And these fingers are playing the shape of A minor, okay? Which is the same shape as E, except you're slid over 1 string, each finger. Remember that? You just slid over towards your knee, okay? So that's D minor. Here's D minor. Yeah, it sounds pretty much the same. What's the difference? The 1, 3, and 5 are switched around a little bit. They're still there, but they're just, you know, inverted. This is just a different voicing. Voicing meaning a new way, a new shape to play the same chord. You might want to do that in certain songs. Be up here. All right, now where's my E minor? Between D and E is a whole step. Go up 2 frets. Here's another E minor. We'll talk about that later. There's E minor. Where's F minor? Oh, well, between E and F is half of a step. Right? Where's G minor? I lost it because I never play it up there. So, do you see how that works? Okay. So we're just going to talk about different shapes. Okay, so in the last one, lesson 1, we talked about the shape of E major and using our knowledge of the C major scale, picking up from the starting note on any open string. Okay, I can tell how to form a bar chord for any chord that sounds the same. So A minor, B minor, C minor, D minor, D flat minor. Okay, so here's D minor. Where's D flat minor? Do you remember what a flat is? A flat is go down a half a step. There's D flat minor. Would you believe that you could know what that chord is without having to look it up? So if you know D minor, you know A minor, so then you know D minor. What's D flat minor? Oh, that's also called, no, that's called D flat minor. It's called C sharp minor, because C sharp and D flat are actually the same place. So here's C minor, go up a half a step, it's called C sharp. D, go down a half a step, it's called D flat, okay? So here's D minor, E minor, what's E flat minor? How cool are you? You know E flat minor in a piece of music just because you know A minor and you know the C major scale pattern. You're good. Okay, so that's the A minor shape. All right, it's exactly the same as the E major shape, just slid over. One string each finger, okay? So if you know your A minor chord and you know your, all you have to know is this, remember, in the C major scale, between E and F is a half a step, between B and C is a half a step. Don't worry about everything else, okay? Just keep it simple, bare bones. Okay, the next lesson I'm going to talk to you about, oh boy, the E minor shape. All right, the shape of E minor, and it'll be, these are going to become repetitive, and I'm glad of that, because you'll go, oh, this works pretty much every time. And if I know E major and I know what the E minor chord is, now I know where all the chords are in E minor. Okay, so, or the chord shapes of E minor. All right, so I don't want to over explain. So anyway, yeah, okay, have fun with this.